this is Miss Vindicant, and in this whisper video I am going to show you how I am going to plan my YouTube channel in this bullet journal. Now I've been using bullet journals a lot also to plan my YouTube channel, and let me tell you, I have failed numerous times. I'm actually pretty bad at it. So in this video I'm going to tell you about the mistakes I made. Then hopefully I am able to come up with some solutions, and then I'm actually going to plan the future, well, the foreseeable future at least, of this ASMR Whisper channel. In here I'm going to write it all down, and yeah, I hope this video will be relaxing for you guys, or maybe interesting, or both. So let me show you what I've got. Well, first, still a bit of coffee in my coffee mug with a cow. It's like a Dutch cow, or I don't know, but this is, you know, the animals that we have a lot here in the Netherlands. So then let me show you the notebook itself. It is a yellow notebook made by Leichturm, which is the brand that created the original bullet journal. Now this is a plain notebook, not a bullet journal version, although they're almost identical, so it doesn't really matter. And well, in general you don't need the original bullet journal to use a notebook for, you know, as a bullet journal. You can use whatever notebook you like. However, I do really like this brand. The notebooks are pretty big, they are thick, many pages, and yeah, they're kind of wide, and they're sturdy. I really like them, and I also like the fact that they have two of these, what are these called? Two of these kind of separators in different colors in here. So there, you know, you can kind of keep up with where you're working. So first of all, let me give you a quick overview of what I've done so far. And let me tell you, it's kind of a mess. That is because the number one problem that always arises when I'm working on stuff like this, that is my perfectionism. Like, big time. I'm just going to flip through the pages. Yeah, you see I'm about 3/4 in, and I've written a lot. I've planned a lot. I've done a lot, and I've also not done a lot. I remember starting here. You know, when you have a brand new notebook or bullet journal or whatever, and you want it to be perfect. Well, here apparently I started in or right before October of 2016, and I wrote this, you know, because I wanted to do like the bullet journal the official way with templates like this. Obviously, I didn't manage to keep up with that, but more about that in a bit. So anyway, I already made a mistake on this first page, because here there is like yellow highlighter where it shouldn't be, and I was already so stressed out about it. I thought, oh my god, I need to order a new one, which I didn't do. I managed to stop myself from doing that, but it sort of, you know, tells you how crazy I can get. And then I wrote this quote in here from a song by Leonard Cohen about perfectionism to sort of remind me to not obsess so much about the details. You might know the last two lines, they're pretty famous, but you might know them all, of course. It is ring the bells that that's just so beautiful, you know. Just showing that you should not obsess and just do what you can and not obsess about being perfect, which you'll never be, because he's damn right, there's a cracker in everything. And then I love how he turns it around. Like, that's how the light gets in, you know, like that's where the beauty comes from, where the joy is, where you can find all these magical things. So yes, that sort of turns it around. Like, I felt like perfectionism, like being perfect, is something to strive for, although I'll never get there. And Leonard Cohen shows that it's actually not something to strive for, it's actually something you should give up on as quickly as possible. So then I made these future logs. Well, you can see here what happened. The future logs for 2017, April till September. Nothing is filled in because, I just have these bursts of energy where I want to use it like crazy, and then I stop using it altogether. So that didn't really work. Then there's a to-do list and like a schedule for the month of October with a marathon. That's nice. That was the Sunday, the 30th of October in 2016. I remember that day well. More to-do lists, like general to-do lists for my house. Some writing inspiration. Yeah, it's just all over the place basically. Here, more things to do. I kind of try to have like a habit tracker with colors, but as you can see, I didn't get very far. So anyway, all these lists. Here, some recipes that are healthy and easy. I actually forgot about these, I should try them again. Another habit tracker in April of 2018. So here you can see it's almost, a year and a half, and I haven't used hardly anything of the book. So then what happens is I start to plan my life, basically sort of debating, do I want to get a new job? Oh, here I start to plan my blog. This is where we get into like the YouTube thing. Although here I was like, I'm not only going to do YouTube, I'm also going to do a blog. And I was, writing down what I wanted and basically planning video ideas for YouTube over here. Here you can see my perfectionism. Now guys, I'm just gonna show you how really crazy I am, I hope. Well, you're allowed to laugh, but I don't know, it feels a bit vulnerable. Anyway, this was a video checklist that I made. And, when, as you've been following my channel for a while, I mean, I've uploaded my first whisper video in 2009. No, that's not true. 2010. In 2009 I started listening to them. And I've been creating them since then till now, but I've fallen off the bandwagon several times. Not uploading sometimes for months on end. I think it might have been a year once also. And then I would usually return with a vengeance, and be really enthusiastic about it. And this was during such a spur of enthusiasm. And I just wrote down what I wanted to do for each video. The thumbnail in HD, and then more information, the title, the text, the end screens. I used TubeBuddy, and I wanted to check the keywords, and I wanted to use Reddit and Pinterest and do all these things and start the Patreon and the monetization and the playlists. And I was just, and then I decided I was not only going to use this checklist for the new videos that I was going to put up, I would also go back into old videos and change them all. And I don't know, when I'm in that kind of mood, I just have energy, like I can do for weeks on end. I can do this, and I'm just so focused, and I love it, and I just know for sure that I'm never going to stop again. And then of course I burn out. You know, it might be a couple of months or maybe even half a year, but it's undoable what I'm trying to do. So I had all these plans here again, all the things that I wanted to do, blah 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 blah, what I wanted to buy that I couldn't buy, what I wanted for my blog. I have all these video ideas wrote down. I mean, here I see like an idea for a video, how to start an ASMR channel. I wrote it all down, but I didn't do anything of it. Ideas for a role play, collabs I wanted to do. Oh, I wrote down requests from people, and I only realize now that I've never done them. I'm sorry about that. So it's just basically, it's a mess. Oh, this is also nice. This also feels a bit vulnerable. Let me show you this. I did the Dream Life series made by Lavender, which is a woman, a channel of a woman here on YouTube, and she makes these videos about life basically, and about how to become who you are or who you want to be, and kind of how to change your life if you want to do that. And in this Dream Life series, she made several videos with tips. And one of the things that she suggested you could try is make a picture of the current me, and then another one of the future me, and sort of draw and write down who you are and who you want to be. And I did this apparently last year, the 23rd of June in 2018. And this is me wearing a sweater that says I need food. And all the things that I wrote down is a bit lost, shame, overwhelmed, lazy, I want to hide, insecure, life scares me. So many things I shouldn't talk about, not consistent with anything, yeah, big time in debt. I want to live, but how? Ignoring my intuition, unproductive, socially awkward. Eating way too much, plus unhealthy, tired, always watching Netflix. Lazy. Basically, I wasn't in a really good place back then. I was kind of burned out with my job, and I just had a miscarriage, a very early miscarriage, and I just felt like I needed a change, but I didn't know where to start, and it just all felt, bad basically. And that is right about this time I started uploading more regularly to YouTube again. It's when I went to Slovenia with my parents for a short trip. We spent there about a week in the mountains, and that's where I started uploading again more regularly. And that's when I got one of those, maniac periods, I think I'm allowed to say. And so I thought about who I wanted to be, which was basically, let's take a look. I wanted to be the future me. Yeah, that's me, a bit thinner, although pretty bulky in the arms. I don't think that was something that I necessarily wanted to, but probably just bad drawing. So there's a heart on my sweater, and it says I'm creating plus sharing, I'm open, YouTube, ASMR, editing, filming, asexual and aromantic, two words that I sort of identify with, but I'm not really sure, so I wanted to explore that, paying off that, being vulnerable more often, which would lead to better relationships, at ease with myself and the world, freedom, still socially awkward, but not caring about that anymore. That's just, me. Healthy plus fit, happy, confident, motivated. And then there's like a novel, blog, and short stories. And I must say, if I look at all this, I'm not there yet altogether. I'm not writing much. short stories part is not here, but I do feel motivated and confident. I am a bit healthier, although not maybe totally fit, but well, getting there. Still socially awkward. Indeed, I'm more vulnerable. Also here on the YouTube channel, but also with my friends. I do feel more at ease. I do feel a lot more freedom. I am paying off my debt. And yeah, I didn't realize it, but I think, yeah, it sort of worked. So, but even between this time and now, there was like a burning out period again, because like I said, in about June, I went to Slovenia and I started uploading again, and I got so enthusiastic that what I decided to do was upload daily videos, because I thought that would be best, because I loved YouTube so much and I wanted to get there, get where I wanted to be. So I made a whole plan to this is more notes from the Lavender Dream Life series. Then I made a plan to relaunch my blog, to update videos, basically to do all kinds of things again. And yeah, I burned out again. Or basically what happened was I got pregnant, and I was really happy about that. That happened. Sorry about that. I had to cough. I got pregnant at the end of August or the beginning of September. Actually, I had the IUI, the artificial insemination, on I think the 31st of August, or is there a 30th of August? The last day of August. That might be the 30th, because September is 31, I think. Well, no matter, doesn't matter. And for the first couple of weeks I was just so tired. But what I of course should have done, forget about the perfectionism and just upload video once in a while. But what happened? Well, I just burned out and I quit uploading for weeks on end again. And that's just like the story of my life. I jump in so enthusiastically and then I just quit totally, and boy. So lately I've been uploading videos again, and I've been working on some stuff, and I've also been thinking about how I'm going to do it this time. That's where the planning comes in, because I don't want to burn out again, and I think this might be the right time to learn to do it in a better way. Well, because first of all, I'm learning all the time. I love to learn, so I might be ready for the next step. And I damn well know what I did wrong, so I'm all happy to try a new strategy. And then secondly, with me being pregnant and getting a baby, I just know that I can't do daily videos. That just will be impossible. So I feel like this is an ideal moment to sort of channel my enthusiasm and see if I can somehow keep the enthusiasm, but don't burn through it in a couple of weeks or months. So let's start planning, guys. Let's take a sip of the coffee. So I've been thinking about this a little bit. Well, just now, basically, when I was taking a shower, which I did just before. About how I could actually plan this. What would actually work and what would not. So, easy to get swept away with, wanting a lot of subscribers, or the branding stuff, how to make smart choices, how to grow your channel, how to make money, and it's so easy to get carried away with that. And I know it doesn't work like that, but it's like when I'm in one of those really enthusiastic periods, it's just like I see this, like, I'm gonna upload daily and I'm gonna be this big success, and it's just like, whoa, alright, I know that doesn't work. And I mean, trust me, I've been here on YouTube almost 10 years now, and I still have this pretty small channel, and I've never done a brand deal, and I do get a little bit of money with AdSense and Patreon, but it's like basically nothing. And it doesn't, if I look at how many hours the channel takes me, it's just, I mean, I should, if I wanted to make money, I should do something else. That's basically what it is. But here I am still, so I thought I should not focus on those things too much. And that is like a pitfall, that is what happened to me in the past. So I really thought, why do I keep coming back to this YouTube channel? And I think I know the answer to that. Like, there are several answers. And the first thing is, when I started in 2009, then I started to listen to other YouTubers. Because ASMR turned 10 years old just about now, guys. I started listening, and that was because of my love for whispering. I would just love whispering sounds, and they would relax me, they would put me to sleep, and I would just get these tingles. And I've had this since I was a little child, and I had been looking on YouTube for whisper videos, and for a long time they weren't really there. But then in 2009, just over 10 years ago, Whispering Live uploaded a first like whisper vlog video, and that was actually the start of this whole ASMR community thing. And that's why I started, my love for whispering. And then pretty soon afterwards, I created a YouTube channel myself, so I could not only listen to the videos, but I could also reply, and I started to make some friendships. And then in, I think, May of 2010, I uploaded my first whisper video myself. And then it became, even bigger, like the connecting to you guys, connecting to wonderful people all over the world. And we just felt like a little group of friends back then, because there were just a couple of us, but it's grown so much, and I really love how just people from everywhere and anywhere create channels, and in all kinds of languages, and I made friends. I mean, even now I've got several of those very loyal subscribers who leave a lot of comments, and I love that. I mean, you know who you are. Thank you for doing that. But I also make, like, for example, Danish Vlog was one of my first friends. She's doing well, by the way. She just had a son, actually, and you can still find her channel. I'll link it somewhere down in the description box, but she doesn't upload that often anymore, and her old videos aren't up anymore, or maybe she put them to private, I don't know. But that's just, I don't know, it's so nice to connect to people all over the world, which I would normally not do, so that's also why I like YouTube and my whisper channel. And then there's a third thing that I really like, and that basically is learning stuff. Let me write that down. And now that sort of falls into several categories. Let me think about that. Well, the first thing skills during the years, like filming and editing. I mean, I'm nowhere good at it. That's the good thing about all these ASMR videos. You don't really have to edit all that much. And now currently I'm focusing more on design, thinking about thumbnails and how to make them, and I never really put a lot of attention into that. And currently I've been like, oh wow, but I actually really like design and I know nothing about it. So let me put a heart behind this one too. And I love how YouTube allows me to do all these things by myself. And I know some people might find that lonely, but I love to do things by myself. And I love that YouTube is this area of my life where I don't have a boss. And I'm the one who decides what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, when it is good enough, when it is not good enough. It's just me, it's my project, and I really, really enjoy that. So yeah, that is nice. Then the second thing that I'm learning, and that is I've basically been, like sort of character building. Is that strange to say? That is, for example, I was so ashamed at first. Shame was a very big part of my life. It took me years to even show my face for the first time here on my YouTube channel. And I've only told my real life friends about this channel last year. There was one friend who knew about it earlier. And then last year I've told a couple of other friends, and still it happened to me once that a colleague asked me about this channel because he had seen it, and I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do now? And then still I feel like ASMR is strange, whispering is strange, people are going to think that this is a sexual thing. But even if they would, why, like, a sexual thing is bad, I don't know. But all those thoughts just go through my head. Anyway, so that's not really good. But I've been learning because, like I also showed you guys in the picture, of becoming more vulnerable, and I've been telling friends about it. I am more I'm not writing this right. How do you write vulnerable? Rebel. See, fuck perfectionism. And that just feels so good. And it was like, for the longest time in my life, I thought being vulnerable meant being weak. But it's quite the opposite. It means you are strong. And that's just so good. And then the third thing that I'm still learning now, that is how to quit being a perfectionist. And I actually am doing a lot better than I used to. I'm not there yet, but I am doing better. For example, on several occasions I thought about deleting my whole channel because A, shame, and B, I just saw all my work and I knew it wasn't good enough. I didn't like the thumbnails, I didn't like the sound quality, I didn't like my face, I didn't like my voice, I didn't how you can be insecure and hate everything. And the thing is, I never did. There was always this tiny voice inside of me who said, no, keep the videos up. And then I saw that people were still watching them, and I mean, not like big numbers, but even the old videos, the numbers go up a little bit. So I felt like, if people are still watching them, who am I to decide that they're not good enough? And also, if I think they're not good enough, let's see that as an opportunity to grow. Let's focus on filming, editing, design, and I mean, nobody's perfect at everything ever, and especially not in the beginning. So focus on growing and learning new skills. So that is basically like the philosophy behind why I've started the channel. So it's my love for whispering, how I love connecting to the people everywhere. Hi guys. And the learning stuff, the skills, the character building, and to how to quit being a perfectionist. So this is basically why I'm doing it. And this should sort of turn into a plan, which I'm going to write on this next page. So this is kind of a philosophical thing, so it's not, I have to kind of think of what does it mean for my channel. But for one, if I look at this, money is not even here, branding and marketing is not even here, growing my channel is not even here. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to do those things ever, or they're bad. I don't think they are, but it's not why I'm doing this. And I think by focusing on these things, that will help me to keep me focused, and also to keep loving what I do. That's the thing with the branding and the marketing. I mean, I've been watching videos on all those topics because I was interested in that as well, just skills like, of course, like marketing is a skill too, I can put it here. But then what you find is a lot of people don't focus on the why, and they only focus on the growing part. So they have all these tips and suggestions and things you can do, and to me it feels like that might work, but I'm not a robot, am I? I don't like it if I know exactly what I have to, it's just boring, and it's like I'm fake, like I'm trying to get people to watch me. No, it just feels wrong. And I don't think it's bad to be smart about it, I love design and I love editing, so I want to try to get my videos a bit better and to up my thumbnail game, which is at this point pretty low. So there's a lot to win there. I think that's a nice way to learn a new skill, do something I like, and maybe my channel will grow a bit. But that's the order that it should be in, and not the other way around, because otherwise I'm just all this talk about branding, and I just feel like I'm just me, and I want to be me, and I don't want to think too much about those kind of topics. So let's see. Now, what am I going to write down? Well, the first step, what I'm going to do. The first step that I'm going to do is keep it simple. Now, this was a pitfall for me in the past. I would either decide to upload daily, burning myself out in no time, and also, if you upload daily, you're always in a hurry. You don't have time to think about the thumbnail. You just have to whisper, record, edit, upload. And that's not really fun after a while. So no daily uploads, no blog together with the YouTube channel, no starting a newsletter, no, I'm not gonna start an Instagram or whatever. I have my YouTube channel and I've got this Patreon page, and that's it. No, nothing. So basically what it means is no rules, no minimum things that every video needs to have. No, if I want to work on a video real hard and make it perfect, well, no, I shouldn't use the word perfect, and make it real good, well, go me. But let's not set that as a standard for the other videos. Just no rules. Do what I love. Do what I want. That's basically it. And this for me also means no publishing schedule. And I know this is kind of a strange advice maybe, because if you watch people who know how to do YouTube, everybody will tell you to make a lot of videos in advance and to have this publishing editorial schedule. And I'm not gonna do it. I've tried it, but then it would feel like homework, like a job, like I had to do certain things on certain days and I knew beforehand, and somehow I just rebel against that. Even if I want to do those things myself, I don't want to do them anymore when I have to do them. I don't want to make a lot of videos beforehand. I just want to wake up and feel what it is that I want to do. And some days it might be making video, sometimes it won't. And if it's making like today I wanted to make this video, alright, then I'm going to make this video. I'm not going to obsess about anything else. No rules. That is what I love. So yeah. Okay, then the second thing is find some sort of middle ground between like marketing plus branding plus growing versus my love for creating plus learning. And I think this is possible because in the past I would either focus on the left part, the branding, growing and marketing too much, and my love for creating would go. But I think it's possible to learn a little bit about growing my channel, I should say, not growing my character, because that's good. I mean, it's possible to be smart about some things and just focus on whatever I love to do. And I think it's good to find some sort of middle ground there. And then the third thing, that's basically, I think what I wrote down here, my why. Focus on why. So yeah, and that basically is my love for whispering, the learning part, and the connecting to you guys. Because this is, it's sort of in a circle now. Basically, actually, what I've done this time, this is what it's all about. No rules. That's what it is. How to plan your YouTube channel, no rules. Now, that might not work for a lot of people, but I think this might just work for me. I hope so. And just thinking about my love for whispering, the learning, the design things that I'm working on right now, and then the connecting, that just puts a smile on my face. So yeah, this is it, guys. I hope this was useful, whether it was whatever I was saying or otherwise. Maybe it was relaxing. I don't know. So we'll see what will be put here in the end of the bullet journal. So anyway, this is gonna be it. Thank you for listening to this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like and subscribe